Hello everyone, it's me Hunter from CoolRidge Productions, but you already knew my name. I wanted to talk today about a possible rebranding of CoolRidge Productions. Last night, and actually, well, I guess more yesterday, I put something up on my Instagram, a little poll, briefly describing what my rebranding might look like and if I should do it. Unfortunately, I forgot to check it again today before it disappeared, but when I last checked it, it looked to be like 60% yes, 40% no. So I'm really starting to lean towards that rebrand. What does that mean? That means I'm going to try to change things I do a little bit. I want to try to be a little bit more professional in what I do. Obviously, this is kind of just a on the side hobby thing, but at the same time, I still want to, look good, have a more professional presence here. Especially, just because I feel I could be taking this more as a job. Now, it's not going to be a job. It won't be. I'll still have my 2 jobs and schooling and stuff like that. But I think it's a good mentality to have. Now, what would that rebrand look like? As I said, professionally, but I would probably change some of my content, as in maybe I do more discussion or opinion videos on sets. Not necessarily reviews, because I think there's plenty of channels that do great reviews out there. And for me to try to hop on that bandwagon, I think it's just going to be too hard, especially because I don't have the greatest studio space to record. I just don't. And maybe that can change a little bit as I make this rebranding happen. Maybe it won't. But I'd like to do more of like short 5, maybe 7-minute videos talking about what I think of this set. Not, hey, check this little bit out, check that little bit out. Here's what this whole set looks like. More like, okay, I bought this set. I was excited for this set. Here's why I was excited, and here's why I like it, or here's why I'm disappointed in it. And that theory kind of came from the new medieval blacksmith shop set that came out. I really like that. I don't want to do a review on it because it's just a big set, and for me to try to tackle that as one of my first reviews, I don't think would go well. But there's a lot of stuff I'd like to say about it, as it has kind of become my second favorite set in my collection. So like that, I could compare it to what the first set in my collection is, and why it's second place versus that. Just very simple stuff like that, whether it's a Star Wars, the blacksmith shop, stuff like that. Discussion, I try to be more on camera, more like this. I'm interested. I'm going to also put a poll up probably today if you guys would like to see me more on camera. And everything I'm talking about, I would really appreciate it if you commented down below your thoughts and your ideas. So that's the big thing with this rebranding. We'll be opening up to more kind of discussion videos or opinionated videos. Now, I don't want to become the guy who comes on once a week, maybe even twice a week, depending on the week, and being like, here's the Lego news, here's what's going on, I hate it, or here's what's going on and I like it. It's kind of more of like, I said, I get a set, I leave my opinions on it. Not so much a general Lego as a whole thing. I mean, but maybe, if it's something I really like Star Wars, or let's say they decide to cancel the Star Wars theme, just theoretically. Maybe I'd talk about that because I do predominantly do Star Wars, but I mainly kind of just want to keep just give me the ability to open the floor to talk about and share my opinions on sets, but not review them. I would still continue to do the Star Wars mocks. I'm going to still continue to build my steam trains and the Thompson Tank Engine stuff. I think that's a big hit. I'd like to get back more into how-tos and whatnot, but I'd also like to branch out more. Buy the medieval castle, or the medieval blacksmith shop set, has really opened my ideas to the castle theme. Now, am I going to go overboard and next thing you know, replace all my Star Wars with castle? No, but maybe if I have a medieval castle, let's say castle does win that theme that comes back from the 90s, maybe I'll buy 1 or 2 sets, and I could be wrong. That could just be more of a, here's our 90th anniversary set. I haven't looked much into that, to be honest with you. But if they bring back a theme for, 1 or 2 small waves, maybe I'll buy it, and maybe I'll do something with that. But basically, I want to try to turn this more professional. I'm going to try to update my studio space a little bit, but be on camera more. So, maybe, like when I do a review video on a train, I start with something like this, where I'm kind of at a desk or a table. I have the engine next to me. I kind of briefly talk about it, and then we jump into a review where I'm like, okay, let's get up close and personal. Kind of something like that. Almost like Jang Bricks. He's a good guy to use. For example, while in his set reviews now, you kind of see him, he talks about it in open, he sits behind the set, he talks about it generally, and then he takes us on an in-depth look. Something like that as I go over my custom, mainly engines or any vehicles I make. Now for the big mocks, they're going to be the same. If I do building series, they're pretty much going to stay the same. But again, a more professional take where, I'll be honest, some days, man, I'm like trying to rush to get the video out, so I'll just hop on in my pajamas and record, you know. My nice, warm, long sleeve shirt and comfy pajama pants. I want to do something more like this where I'm kind of wearing more of, casual wear, but it looks more professional than pajamas. But I really like your opinion on this rebranding where I kind of just take a step back, try to make it professional. Give that a try. Now, when would this happen? This would happen after building Wellsworth. Due to everything going on, I have looked elsewhere to order parts, but ordering from Lego takes a long, long time now to come in, like longer than normal. And that's okay. I'm not mad because I don't know what else to expect, you know. There's less people working and more people ordering, so it's just that's what's going to happen. So this is going to take me a lot longer. I was hoping to have it done by now. Like I said, I wanted to get it done last year, but just some schooling and stuff got in the way. I had some issues with schooling and had to take care of that. Had to put all this on the back burner for a little bit. So stuff like that. Yeah, just let me know what you think of the rebrand. I don't want to make this video too long, but I wanted to kind of give you the general thoughts and ideas on it. I took a screenshot, actually, of what I put on that poll. So let me bring it up real fast on my phone, and I can just make sure I hit everything I wanted to. So yeah, the biggest change would kind of be discussion videos and just appearing on camera more. I noticed with other YouTubers, they start, especially Lego YouTubers, they've always been on screen, or a lot of them now are kind of more hopping up from behind the camera and I guess a face reveal, but just coming there, get it more personal. So I want you guys to let me know what you think about that. Now, as far as the discussion goes, I'll kind of find out what works for me. Like I said, it might just be opinions. When I get a set I like, you know, whether it's a brand new release or whatever, I'm going to try to make sure they stay, at least at the time I make the video, they're available in stores. So I won't go back and talk about, though the 2008 ATTE is my favorite set, or my favorite Star Wars set, I'm not going to do a discussion video on that, unless I guess, you know, if I get a lot of demand and people want me to go back and talk about some older sets. But I want to make sure any discussion I do is kind of, or opinion video I do is on something you could buy now. Obviously not every set's going to be available forever, but at least when that initial video comes out, you can go out and buy it if you're like, hey, you know, Hunter had a good idea. He was talking a little bit about that, and I like his thoughts on it. I'm going to go pick it up because of that. And like I said, I don't want to do reviews because I feel there's plenty of channels out there that do reviews. Jang Bricks. I'm trying to think. I think Brixie does them. I'm trying to think of people I watch. I know there's loads of other people that do them. Those are some of the people that I'm subscribed to. I know that do it. I'm trying to think what else. Beyond the Brick, I think they do it. I think they even do like I think they're doing that like it builds itself, and then they review it, whether it's in the same video or another video. And all these channels I'm talking about, I'm just talking about them because those are the people I watch. I'm not trying to promote them specifically in any way. They're just the channels I watch. But I don't want to start doing stuff, or I'd like to steer away from stuff, and that there's nothing wrong with it. The Brick Wiz, he does Matt's Mind, which I think for him it's a great little series, we'll call it. I think that's great. He talks, he leaves his opinions, whether it's Star Wars, whether it's Lego, and that's great, but I personally don't want to do stuff like that. But the idea of me being on camera more like that and sharing my opinions, whether it's on a set or, you know, stuff like that, that's what I'd like to do, but I don't want to go into that territory. I don't mind doing Q&A videos like I think he's done, but I don't want to get down, like I said, and say, okay, I'm going to talk about, you know, the news this week, Lego polls, you know, the Technic Osprey from there. Like, I don't want to do stuff like that, as I kind of already stated in this video. But I'm going to stop talking because I think this is a lot to talk about. I want to get out the ideas as clearly as I can. But basically be a professional take. It'd be whenever I get building Wellsworth done, which will hopefully be in the next, I'm saying 2 months just because I'm trying to order stuff in. I'm experiencing more and more delays, especially with my mail personally. My mail has always been slow, and I think I've stated that on several occasions. So there's that. I will have a new video up of building Wellsworth, hopefully very soon. Like I said, I had some part issues actually recently on top of the normal stuff. So what I wanted to talk about wasn't happening, so I had to kind of change directions. And then I'm trying to think what else. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I put out a little Star Wars mini mock. Kind of with a new aspect of what I'm trying to go for a little bit, at least on a smaller scale. So please follow me on Instagram. I'm a lot more active there. Of course, everything I share to Instagram, I try to share here. So expect hopefully a couple more small Star Wars builds. Well, Wellsworth is taking up my large table. And also expect some new diesel locomotive reviews, because I finished one and almost finished a second one. So again, I want to thank you all for watching. Please comment down below your thoughts on all this. Again, I know it's been a long video, and I hate, I even hate videos where someone just sits in front of a camera like this and talks for 10 minutes, because even if the topic's interesting, the video in general and visually is boring. So I do apologize for that, but this is a big change that could be coming to the channel. And of course, as my followers, my subscribers, my viewers, I really want your opinion on it. Right now, Instagram, it is leaning towards that rebrand. Now, if I sit down and think about it and I can't come up with anything, then I'm just going to stay the same. But I'd like to at least give it a shot. So again, thank you all for watching. I apologize for my tangents, and I will see you in my next video.